In this first part of warm-up, I'm going to do the march. In the second part of warm-up, I'm going to do the cross-body toe touch. In the third part of warm-up, I'm going to do the overhead reach.
Get kick.
In the fourth part of warm-up, I'm going to do the arm circle. In this fifth part of warm-up, I'm going to do the inchworm. In the sixth part of warm-up, I'm going to do the lunge tap. In the seventh part of warm-up, I'm going to do the side lunge. In this eighth part of warm-up, I'm going to do the squat cross arm. In this ninth part of warm-up, I'm going to do the lone lunge. In this 10th part of warm-up, I'm going to do the leg circle. In this 11th part of warm-up, I'm going to do the standing crunch. In this last part of warm-up, I'm going to do the cross jack. After our warm-up, we're now going to start the full body dumbbell workout. And this is the drop squat of dumbbell workout. Next is the front lunge. Now we're doing the kneeling step ups.
Get kick.
Up next is the single leg deadlift. Next, I want to do the lateral lunges. this part, I am now doing the bent over rows. Up next is upright rows. Now, this is the hammer curls. I'm going to do the hard one, which is called seated military press.
Get kick.
This part is the second hardest, which is floor chest press. After doing the full body workout, I am now going to do the cool down. First, the oblique stretch. Second is the arm stretch. Third, the neck stretch. Fourth part of cool down is the squat stretch. The fifth one is the lunge and facing the right side. In this lunge part, I am facing in the left side. In the sixth part, I'm going to do the hip flexor stretch. In the second to the last part, I am now doing the hamstring stretch. In this last part of cooling down, I am doing the froggy stretch. Thank you for watching.